Most people only grow when life makes them. Want to find out how you can grow on your own terms? Keep on watching. Welcome back to Legacy Ignites. My name is Brian Mills, speaker, author, and founder of Legacy Ignites Coaching and Consulting. Here, new and aspiring entrepreneurs learn how they can take full authority over their lives by changing their minds. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button. We've got new videos every Wednesday. Now, let's get into the video. All right, guys. So most people only grow when life makes them grow. What is it that prevents growth? It's one thing. It's becoming satisfied. See, I like to say you have to learn to be content, but never self-satisfied. What do I mean by that? See, when you become self-satisfied, you become complacent. You feel like you've already made it. So there's no longer any drive in you. You've lost the desire to grow. You've lost the desire to improve. You feel like you've already accomplished everything that you set out to accomplish. You hit the goal, you've made the mark, you made the amount that you wanted to make, you hit your sales goal for the week, you've accomplished your goal and your dream, you have the nice house, you have the nice car. What else is there? And sometimes that's the problem. See, our own accomplishments at times is our own downfall. Because you've made it and you haven't immediately set a new goal, you've lost a desire to improve. You feel like there's no longer another step for you to climb. There's no longer another plateau for you to reach, no more mountains for you to climb. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's wrong to be satisfied. I'm not saying that it's wrong to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You must absolutely enjoy the fruits of your labor. But when your satisfaction becomes self-satisfaction and then turns into complacency, where you feel like you've become puffed up, your ego is now expanded, you feel like you're at the top of the mountain, no one can teach you anything, there's nowhere higher for you to go, there's nowhere for you to improve, that's when it becomes a problem. And that's where you start to see that you're no longer growing, you've become stagnant. You start to notice it where you're starting to rely back on past success. You start telling people about what you did last week, last month, last year, instead of telling them what you're doing right now. So learn to be content, but never satisfied. Now, my next point, most people think that anger is a good motivator. And I really want to tell you that although it can help you produce results, it's not a good motivator. Why? Because anger is a destructive force. If it's not directed properly, it can be very destructive. And it's just a bad idea to wait until things get you angry to start moving. Why would you want to wait until life forces you into a position like a caged animal being forced into a corner, and then you start to lash out and just start firing off at whatever you hit blindly and just hoping that you hit something? That's not a good way to move. It's not a good way to grow either, because your growth will be unpredictable and your growth will only come in dire situations when things get you angry. So going into my third point, I want to share something with you guys. I want to talk about the first Avengers movie. Now, I know I'm going way back, but just follow me for a second. With the Hulk, right? When they first went to go look for him, everybody was walking on eggshells because they know if you make Bruce angry, the Hulk's going to come out, things are going to get ugly. Now, but he says to them, don't worry, I figured out how to control it. I have a secret. Going towards the end of the movie now, the big fight scene down in Manhattan, the spaceship is coming down. Captain America turns to Bruce Banner and says, okay, Bruce, it's time to get angry. Turns to him and says, Cap, that's it. That's my secret. I'm always angry. Now, my third point is the real growth mindset. What I'm saying to you is, no, I don't want you to always be angry. But what I want you to have is always have that internal drive. There's always something inside you that motivates you, that pushes you, that drives you. Nothing external. See, his secret was not allowing things outside of him to get him angry so that the Hulk could come out. But his secret was finding something inside where the anger was inside, the emotion, the feeling, the drive was internal. So he can switch it on or off whenever he wanted to. See, and that's what you have to learn to do. You have to have something that's driving you, that's internal. Now, what does that do? That empowers you, because now you no longer have to wait on life to come up with a situation that is going to force you to grow. You don't have to wait for something to happen on your job that gets you angry, that forces you into a position where you need to grow so you can get out of there. You don't have to wait on something dire, a terrible situation to happen before you start to improve your life. For a lot of people, it's not until they're on their deathbed that they decide to make some drastic changes in their life. And what I'm telling you to do is to find something inside, find something internal that's going to help to drive you and to push you. Now, I know it's much easier said than done, believe me. But once you found that thing, and that's the thing, I can't tell you what it is. Only you can have that. Only you can find it, because it's in you. It's not something anyone can give you. You can't go to any seminar and find it. You're not going to go to any motivational thing, book or video on YouTube and find that thing that's going to drive you, that's going to push you, that's going to cause you to want to improve when there's no reason to improve. That's going to cause you to want to grow when there's no reason to grow. Don't let life, don't let God, don't let situations, don't let circumstances come up that force you to move. Learn to move on your own accord. And once you've learned to do that, you have cracked the secret to the real growth mindset. And I'll close with this. Zig Ziglar said it this way: if you are harder on yourself, life will be infinitely easier on you. So thank you guys for watching. It's another episode of Legacy Ignites. Listen, if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the subscribe button. We've got new videos coming out every Wednesday. Make sure you guys follow us on social media. We have some big things coming out there as well, so stay tuned. All the links will be in the description below. And if you found value in this, hit a like and leave a comment. Let me know what touched you, what motivated you, and share this with your friends. New and aspiring entrepreneurs, welcome. Take care.